You asked, I listened. Many of you have been asking for more info on how to kickstart your second act business. So I created the How to Quit Your Job and Start a Business limited series podcast that will walk you through step by step how to go from employee to entrepreneur. Plus, I designed a free workbook to help you take action while you listen. Go now to secondactsuccess.co/listen to grab this free tool. Can't wait to share this with you.
My name is Megan, owner of My Peace Place. I was an elementary school teacher for 15 years. I decided to leave teaching to focus on building my business. As a new business owner, I had fears and doubts circling around my head, and Shannon has helped me work through these fears and doubts and believe in myself more. Shannon has helped me grow and explore this new business opportunity. I am so grateful for her guidance and support. I would highly recommend her to anyone looking for a reliable, compassionate, kind, knowledgeable coach.
Today's topic is the September surge that is currently happening and how you can set yourself apart while you look for a new job or move towards a career change, promotion, or even your exit plan. Are you ready to quit your 9-to-5 job and start a business of your own? Well, you're in the right place, my friend. Welcome to the Second Act Success Career Podcast. I am your host, Shannon Russell. I am a former television producer turned business owner, career transition coach, and boy mom. My mission is to help you produce your best life. This podcast will teach you how to get from where you are now to where you want to be, and how to build a business that fits your life and lights you up. Let's get started. What is September surge? It's the trend, or some say the myth, that companies race to hire employees and do reshuffling after the summer and before the holidays. In my opinion, it tends to be the truth in the sense that companies are trying to get in a good place before the end of the fiscal year. But it doesn't mean that every business is following suit. If you have been online or been perusing any of the job sites lately, you probably have seen that there is an uptick or a surge in job opportunities being posted, and of course, a rapid increase of people applying. So some industry experts tend to agree that now is the time to hit submit on that application. If you took some time off this summer from the job hunt, or even from considering what type of career change you might be interested in, now is an excellent time to get back in the game. More hiring managers and recruiters are posting opportunities and actively looking for qualified candidates now. At the same time, executives are eyeing their teams to see if there are any gaps. They want to make sure that their structure is in place before the end of the year. So if you are at a company where you see some change or some movement happening, speak up. Let your manager know that you are open to change and that you want to take on more responsibility. If you have been thinking about maybe moving to a new department or taking on a new role, then put out those feelers now. When movement happens, you want to make sure that you're right in there, speaking up for yourself so that you land where you will be happiest. On the flip side, if you are on the lookout for a new opportunity elsewhere, then keep networking and keep applying. Over the summer, we get lax and we think that everyone's on vacation, so we lose that traction. But then when the fall comes back, it is really time to focus. And I don't know about you, but I feel like fall is when we want to get focused. We want to start getting back into our routine. And now that we're there, it's a slow ramp up. Do you feel me? I feel like I'm trying to get back into my routine and trying to get back to hustle, work, get all the things done. And I'm a lot slower than I would like. It's definitely taking me some time to get back into that fall routine. So if you're finding yourself in that place, I just want to urge you that now is the time to take that action. So don't wait too long. If you really think about it, we are in the midst of this small window of when work gets done right now. We are back in the groove, but guess what? The holidays are around the corner. And that's when people press the pause button once again for the holidays. So if you are contemplating change of any kind, maybe it's launching into a business, looking for that new career, jumping ship to a new company, whatever it is, press the pedal to the metal and keep moving towards your goal, and do it sooner rather than later if you want to take advantage of this rather small window of opportunity that the fall allows. Now, as you polish up that resume or you get your business proposal all set, let me remind you that you are more than where you have worked. So spend some time thinking about your competitive edge or the experience you have that no one else does. This is what will allow you to stand out in that crowd of resumes and LinkedIn messages this month. Number one way you can stand out is by focusing on your career story. So, what is your career story? What have you accomplished over your career that you are the most proud of? And how does that set you apart from others? Think of an aspect of your story that will leave the hiring manager with something that will stand out in his or her head before they move on to the next candidate. You will want them to feel a connection to you, or at least an understanding of your uniqueness, so that one thing sets you apart in their mind. Think about when you were applying to colleges. You wanted something in your essay, something in your application that was going to make that college recruiter say, I want Jane Smith to come to my university. So you want something that's going to stand out, a funny story, a unique travel experience, a unique presentation that you once gave, a publication you were featured in. Maybe it's a story about a deal that you worked so hard on, you thought you lost, but then at the end you were able to get it. Think of any kind of quote unquote story that will stand out in that hiring manager's mind to make them want you over the next person. Number two, on this show, I talk a lot about the thread that connects us throughout our careers. I love finding that connection that takes us from our first act to our second or third or fourth. I encourage you to find that thread in your career timeline and highlight that, especially if your thread shows a strong use of skills for the position that you are applying to, or if it shows how you were able to take experience to move you to a new team at your current company, or even to launch a business out of what you learned at a prior job. That thread is unique. That thread is part of your story, and that thread is something that you can bring with you to this next opportunity. By highlighting that thread, you are showing that hiring manager, that business partner, whatever it might be, you're showing them that you have something in your experience that is going to carry on to their goal, to their team, to this next opportunity. Number three, think of your cover letter or your application as highlighting yourself as a brand, just as if you were marketing a t-shirt line or a bottle of shampoo. Why should the person who is interviewing you and reading your application stop in their tracks when reading about you? Are you painting a clear picture of what they will be getting by bringing you on? And what can you add to their team? You are a brand. And when we apply to jobs, when we apply to start a business, we are marketing a brand. While you're trying to set yourself apart, while you're trying to highlight your story, you're also trying to highlight you as a brand. You want to show all aspects of your brand and really highlight why this brand is a perfect match for this new opportunity. Remember that no one will market you better than you. So I want you to stop being humble and sell yourself. Okay, my friend, I hope that this episode has left you feeling that spark of motivation that I am sending your way right now. Stand strong and stand out any way that you can this September and all year. Because remember, no one is like you, and you can bring so much to the table. It's just up to you to figure out where you want to go and who you want to sit with. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. If you found today's show helpful, I'd be so happy if you would share it with a friend. Or head over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. It really means so much. All right, I will be back next time with more advice, inspiration, and of course, second act success stories. Thank you for joining us. I hope you found some gems of inspiration and some takeaways to help you on your path to second act success. To view show notes from this episode, visit secondactsuccess.co. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss a single episode. Reviews only take a few moments and they really do mean so much. Thank you again for listening. I'm Shannon Russell, and this is Second Act Success. Are you ready to unboss yourself? I'm talking about leaving your 9-to-5 so that you can build a business you love. Head over to secondactsuccess.co secondactionable.com/quiz. Answer a few questions and get your results right away. Plus, you will get action items on what you can implement right now. Go grab the quiz at secondactsuccess.co/quiz. Good luck.